It's Brian Preston, the money guy.
All right, Cam has a question. I'm interested to see what you guys say to this one.
Uh-oh.
What is the one piece of financial advice the guys would give to their younger selves? You're supposed to pick one piece of advice.
One piece of financial advice that we would give to our younger selves. All right, Brian, I got mine.
Okay.
You want me to go ahead and go?
Yeah, you go ahead and go.
Now, look, I recognize my story's not yet fully written. I'm still relatively young, hopefully have a lot of life to still live. But things have worked out okay, right? Like, things have gone pretty well. I remember early on when I started my career, I freaked out about a lot of stuff. I was like, I'm not saving enough, or I didn't make enough on my investments, or I'm not doing this, or I'm not moving fast enough, things aren't going. If I could talk to young Bo Hansen, I'd say, hey, just take a breath. Enjoy the ride. Things are going to be okay. Things are going to work out. Do what you know you're supposed to be doing, but stop and smell the roses. Don't overthink it. Don't over freak out. Don't over try to force yourself to move along more quickly than the natural order of things. That's what I would say.
That's good rich people talk.
What?
Because look, here's the reality.
fired.
Once you have money, it's easy to say, hey, make sure you slow it down, spend it, YOLO it up, because you're only going to be in your 20s once. The reality is, yes, you can say that once you made all the hard decisions in your 20s and now you're sitting up here with all your money and you can say that. The reality is, and this is why I love that you let me go last, hey, look, you don't think I was picking on you, do you?
No, I just don't think you like my one piece of advice to myself.
I think that you ought to automate your wealth building process as soon as possible, because Bo, you said, I thought you were going to, because we want people to get addicted to saving money. There's all kind of support groups for, you like to eat too much, you like to smoke too much, you like to drink too much. There is no support group for people who like to save and invest too much.
Yeah, it is. It's the money guy show.
It's because if you automate, I'm just saying, start anywhere, automate on a monthly basis some type of investment so that your money can work for you. You will get addicted because there's something magical. And we have a great resource. Go to moneyguy.com/resources, and you can see the money multiplier that $1 for a 20-year-old or 21-year-old, because this says beer on it, is worth $88. But you're going to see that your money has exponential opportunity that if you start investing and letting it work. So automate the wealth building journey as soon as possible because it makes it easier. And I wasn't trying to throw shade.
Can I ask a clarifying question here?
Yes, you may.
Wasn't the question, what's one piece of advice that you would give your younger self?
I was
not
gonna
one
say,
piece. So is the advice you'd give to yourself to automate when you were young?
Oh, is this?
No, because you automated.
General.
That's
I
great
did
advice
it.
for a
It was
young
still-
person.
Okay,
It was
so
a
this
good
is
piece
to
of
me
advice
what's
still.
one piece of
Automating is
advice
good.
that I would do. I mean, buy Tesla like 4 years earlier. I mean, if y'all want to play
Oh,
these
my
crazy
goodness.
get in the DeLorean and tell us how do we get ourselves even wealthier. Yeah. I mean,
All right, buy Tesla even earlier. I like that. I'll
No, that's not what
pass.
I was trying to make a mockery of what you were just asking me, but I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel pretty. I'm very comfortable in where I ended up.
So
That's
I
good.
think there's
So I
nothing
don't
wrong
know
with
that I would give any remedial advice to myself, because I did start the automating process right from day one. Because I told you guys, I got The Millionaire Next Door and The Wealthy Barber pretty much right out of college, and I was like, woof, I can do this. I finally have somebody has shown me the path, and I automated the process, so I wouldn't change anything.
Okay, I'll answer for him. Can I answer for him? Because I got one that I think he would
I
say.
love this.
I think if Brian were talking to his younger self, he'd say, hey, younger Brian, don't worry. Complication's going to find you. Because I can think very specifically. There was this one time, this group of, a bunch of CPA buddies got together, and there was this opportunity. And it was like, man, there's this deal.
See, this
and
is why you have to be careful with smart friends, because they'll remember your mistakes.
And I was like, and you're like, oh, the brochure sounds so good. And you were young, and you had the opportunity. Now, it didn't hurt you, but you probably would have told yourself, Brian, don't go try to find complexity, because as life just naturally moves on, complexity is going to find you. You don't have to seek it out. Would that be an accurate statement?
Yeah, I mean, and I think I was guilty of being a CPA, doing so many tax returns of successful people, and you'd start seeing all the K1s, you see the sophisticated investments. I'm like, ooh, that's sexy, that's
some
cool.
of that, yeah.
I want that. If I could have, I should have known it was coming my way, just because complexity does happen with success. I didn't need to go do it sooner than it needed, because I did probably jump on some real estate deals and some other things that I was way too early, and I ended up losing my shirt on a few of them just because it was not, the timing was wrong, and that's the worst thing that can happen with an investment.
It was a good idea, but poor timing.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of times investing, people don't realize you need to be able to have staying power no matter what. There's a reason that we say real estate investing should be step 8 of your financial order of operations, is because you got to have the resources to make it through thick or thin. And sometimes real estate, which is a great wealth builder over the long term, if you come into it a little thin on your net worth and your resources, you might get caught swimming naked.
Brian, that's a great one. I like that. That was a really good one.
Yeah. I will say, to defend Bo's rich people advice, I can see your personality needing to hear that. Right?
Well,
like,
he's
I
an
think that there are
achiever.
other financial mutants out there who are more of that achieving personality type, who are going to like stress about these things. And it's like, hey, if you got the plan in place, you're good. So I get what you were saying.
Love
like, we got to kind of balance that out,
Love
right?
it.
Reeves, do you have anything? I mean, would you add any one piece of advice?
Oh, open a Roth IRA sooner.
Yeah,
Oh,
look at that.
Love
Boom.
it.
Drop
Just
the
because
mic.
I didn't fully, know about them till I found you guys a few years back. So you guys have, really changed my financial life. So shout out to you.
Love it.
And so, yeah, just find the money guys sooner, open a Roth sooner. Those would be 2 things for sure.